Alright, so we got just how powerful is a Grey Knight really, man. Before we get into it, shout out to everybody, man, who's checked out all the videos, man, who subscribed to the channel. I really appreciate it. Shout out to everybody, you know, who's been following my Twitch. If y'all haven't already, make sure y'all subscribe to the channel and follow the boys' Twitch. Other than that, let's get to it. Let's go.
G'day guys and gal. Not all Space Marines are created equal. There are some, like Tybros or Malok, who could genuinely bully the absolute monkey out of most rank and file Space Marines.
Oh,
while
okay,
there
I thought you were about to say out of like most of y'all favorite Primarchs, because I was going to say he wouldn't bully the GOAT Vulcan.
are others, like literally every single Lamenter ever, who were born to get romper stomped. However, the Grey Knights are an interesting case. Each and every Grey Knight is a hero in their own right. They're all Psykers, they have all endured the most difficult Space Marine trials in the entire galaxy, and they even have gene seed derived from the Emperor himself. To put it simply, they are built different.
True.
But are they actually better than the other Space Marines? Are they Custodes level? After all, whenever a demon Primarch show their ugly traitorous face, it's the Grey Knights that send them screaming back to hell. But before we get grey and gay, Happy New Year.
Listen, I was actually about to say that, like, bro, the Grey Knights, bro, they're like the Emperor's boys, bro. If the Emperor needs something taken care of, bro, Grey Knights, bro, they picking up instantaneously, bro. Yo, if the Emperor need a hit on somebody, bro, he's calling up the boys, bro. They pulling up with straight up machine guns like it's the 40s.
The Grey Knights, and that is fair enough. They weren't around during the Great Crusade or Horus Heresy. They are not a successor chapter of any of the original 20 legions, and they operate with total secrecy. Like if normal humans see them, generally they are executed, and even loyalist Space Marines get mind wiped after fighting alongside them.
Wait, so if I see y'all, I'm done for? Wait a minute. No, that's not fair, bro. Wait a minute, so you telling me that if I'm chilling, and I hear a stumble or a rumble, I look to my right like these, and I make eye contact with this right here, I'm getting cutthroated? That's not fair.
The Grey Knights are a contingency, a solution to a future problem. That problem being who the hell is going to stand up against demon princes and demon Primarchs if the Emperor, Malcador, and all the other loyalist Primarchs are gone. After all, it takes some serious voodoo to send a demon Primarch back to hell. For example, Angron got completely atomized after being shot with like a million rockets at once, and he simply regenerated in a few seconds. Hence Malcador
Bro regenerated like X-Man, yo.
gathered a small group of legendary Psyker Space Marines, gave them a shitload of aspirants, a bunch of gene seed derived from the Emperor himself, and then sent them to the moon of Titan, before then putting Titan in a secret pocket dimension in the warp. That way, the Grey Knights could establish their numbers, train, and prepare for their holy task without risk of being destroyed or sabotaged during the Horus Heresy. When the dust had settled, Horus was killed, and the Emperor became a vegetabilized battery, Titan returned from the warp.
You know what's so crazy, bro, about this whole like Horus Heresy thing, bro? Everybody got discombobulated. Everybody. There was legit no winners at all. Even though like the Emperor and like the Imperium technically won, everybody got shut down in some type of way, bro. There was no clear winner. There was like no like in like let's say for instance like in I hate to even use this example, yo, but let's say Chiefs versus Eagles in a Super Bowl in the most recent Super Bowl. I can't believe I'm even using this as an example, bro. My team got absolutely mollywopped. You know, that was a clear winner. Bro, in war, there ain't no clear winners, bro. Because guess what? There's casualties on both sides. Yo, Horus, yo, he got packed up of Doomerson, bro. He got sent to the Shadow Realm, bro. Over with. Yo, the Emperor, bro, he got discombobulated, bro. Yo, he was on the ground like these. Tongue sticking out and everything, bro. He was... Yo, he was laid out, bro. He got pulled from the ground, bro. For real. Who else got packed up? Yo, Sanguinius got packed up. Who else? Yo, a lot of these traitors got packed up. A lot of these, you know, loyalist Primarchs got packed up. At the end of the day, bro, everybody got hit up, bro. Everybody got at least 1 or 2 KFC combos, bro. It was nasty.
And the Grey Knights became the militant Astartes order of the Ordo Malleus of the Inquisition. They became demon hunters. The Grey Knights' weapons, training, abilities, and armor is all highly specialized at combating chaos. They have anti-demon wards in their armor.
Imagine, like, you know what I just, I just thought about this, y'all. Like, imagine being in, like, the chaos. And like you got these demons surrounding you and stuff like that. They feasting, they just lusting over your body. They can't wait to just pounce on you, right? Bro, imagine the smell. Bro, I know they smell like, bro, boy. Bounce that booty, bro. Bro, I know they smell like onion. They smell like a prime onion, bro. Boy. Like, bro. Like, I don't want to be that guy because, bro, if one of these demons catch me by myself without Vulcan, I'm donezo. At the end of the day, like, yo, it just, I know they smell crazy, bro.
Armor, warp Aegis of protection, as well as them all being Psykers. All these protect them from getting insta-killed by warp-based weapons and creatures. After all, if you're a good enough Psyker, you can pop open a Space Marine like a tin can. Even though a standard Astarte brain is fortified, their bodies have no real anti-warp protection. The Grey Knights, on the other hand, actually do. This also has the added benefit of making them immune to chaotic corruption. Like the Custodes, no Grey Knight has ever fallen to chaos, but just because they have an easier time slapping around some demonic balls, that doesn't necessarily mean a Grey Knight is more powerful than a standard Astartes, because at the end of the day, an anti-demon Aegis shield isn't going to do a whole lot to a Tau railgun. Their immunity to chaotic corruption does fuck all against the greenskin fist to the face. However, as I said, every Grey Knight is a Psyker, and that does give them a pretty serious inherent advantage. While they may potentially...
Ooh, man, he got a face only a mother can love. Look at him. Yo, I'm over here looking at like just random stuff in the background. Yo, look at him, bro. Yo, imagine like, you know, like you lose like a charger or whatever, bro. You looking around, you feel like, you're like, yo, I can't see my charger. You start looking on the ground, you know, you're like, oh man, I don't know where that. Yo, you look under the bed and this is the first thing you see. First of all, you're dead. Second of all, bro, this man's breath, yo, he didn't even got lips to close his mouth. You know his breath is kicking like Ronaldo
against the greenskin fist to the face. However, as I said, every Grey Knight is a Psyker, and that does give them a pretty serious inherent advantage. While they may potentially match a standard Astartes in their physicality...
Ooh, that looks fire. Ooh, I need a... Yo, does anybody know where I can buy like a little Grey Knight's little suit? I need that, bro. This is nice. Hey, I'll drop whatever on it, bro. I got the money. Pockets is real deep.
Their ability to shoot lightning out of their...
IRS. Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. IRS, what's up? I'm sorry. As a matter of fact, yo, I just registered for bankruptcy the other day. Yeah, I don't really have nothing. I'm sorry. Come back later, please. Thank you, IRS. Thank you.
dickholes or turn you gay with the power of magic gives them a massive edge. Sure, other Space Marine chapters have librarians, but these make up a tiny portion of the chapter. Every single Grey Knight, on the other hand, is a powerful Psyker. We also need to consider their training and recruitment process. Only 1 in every million Grey Knight aspirants survive the trials, and each aspirant is already considered to be an impressive specimen. Compare that to the 1 in 100 aspirants for the other chapters, and you quickly realize that it is 10,000 times harder to become a Grey Knight than a normal Space Marine. You could also argue that gene seed from the Emperor is superior to gene seed from a Primarch, hence a Grey Knight is also likely more physically powerful than a normal Astartes as well. Add that to the fact that Psykers can use the warp to boost their speed, strength, durability, and endurance, and suddenly, yes, a no-name Grey Knight is more powerful than a no-name standard Space Marine.
So it's kind of like a y'all know like in Dragon Ball the Zenkai boost. That's what it's kind of like the Zenkai boost from Dragon Ball, y'all. Because I'm gonna be honest with like, bro, these Grey Knights, they're kind of cracked, bro. Because like they're kind of like an Astartes, bro, but like mixed in with a Psyker. That's nasty work.
This isn't even looking at their gear. The Grey Knights are funded by the Inquisition, who literally have infinite money.
Ooh.
Their gear is top end.
Pockets real deep. Pockets real deep, bro. If they need a new sword, bro, hey man, yo, they got the Lakers type of money, bro. Yeah. To all the Laker fans out there, bro, we should be jumping for joy right now, bro. Yo, we got the Dodgers owner buying the the Lakers, bro. We're good. We're good. And many, I don't know if there's any sports fans in here, but if you're a sports fan, just know, hey, if you're a Laker fan, if you're a LeBron and Luka fan, just know that we're in good hands, yo. Like all state.
Them having unique, powerful weapons and armor that no other Space Marine chapter have access to, such as Aegis Terminator armor or the Nemesis Force weapons. With all that said, do we have in-lore examples of Grey Knights being put up against the might of a standard Astartes? Yes, we actually do. In lore, the Grey Knights cut through Chaos Space Marines like sashimi, as at the end of the day, they are specialized in doing so.
Yo, I just noticed something. Bro got a whole, Edgar Allan Poe just novel on his shoulder. That's crazy.
However, during the months of shame, Grey Knight
Bro got the prime dictionary on his left shoulder.
warriors engaged Space Wolf Astartes in lethal combat, and the result will surprise you. With everything said and done, you would think the Grey Knights would bend the wolves over backwards and do them doggy, but that really wasn't the case. The Grey Knights were being dishonorable, a political war tool for the Inquisition. When they fired upon the Space Wolf ships during a supposed parley, Logan Grimnar, chapter master of the Space Wolves and not a Psyker, teleported on board their ship, demanding to know who ordered this dishonorable act of treachery. A Grey Knight Grandmaster, basically the best the Demon Hunters have, admitted it was him, about a half a second before Logan cut him in half and instantly killed him. A few Grey Knights try to spring into
Sliced him up like butter.
action, but they too were killed before Logan then told them all to go fuck themselves and then teleported back to his ship. Now, whilst Logan had the element of surprise, and if the Grandmaster was prepared, it probably would have been a pretty good fight, Logan was still superior and would have won regardless. He wasn't a psycho or blessed by the gods, just a very angry, vicious man with a very sharp axe. The edges the Grey Knights have over normal loyalist Astartes are just that, edges, not leaps and bounds. The Space Wolves are also known for their ability to fight and kill enemy Psykers, especially enemy Space Marine Psykers, so they are naturally a good counter. The months of shame would continue with the Grey Knights and Space Wolves both suffering casualties before a truce was called. Overall, the Wolves killed quite a few Grey Knights, and while they did bleed in return, without the truce, it's likely the entire Grey Knight contingent would have been killed, pretty much all of them by Logan. In another example of the Grey Knights getting slapped, 5 of them ambush is Kandor Kaon, the second most powerful Thousand Sun sorcerer after Ahriman. And
Hey, he look fly, bro. Not gonna lie to you. Look at this, bro. Man, he look like he look like an Egyptian prince. Like, yo. He look like an Egyptian Lex Luthor. Like, this is actually quite fire.
despite a good scrap that left Kaon with a broken jaw, a smashed helmet, a broken arm, shattered rib plating, and all-round pain, he had killed 4 of them and left the 5th to die as a broken heap. Now, to be fair, these were the first batch of Grey Knights, untested and experimenting with new tactics. They also underestimated Kaon and made some fatal mistakes out of their own arrogance. The one that Kaon left to die would go on to survive and recover, something that Kaon was shocked by as this Grey Knight's wounds were extremely severe and not even an Astartes should have been able to survive them. This once again drives home that despite their advantages, an experienced or powerful enough enemy can kill them. But what about their achievements? What about their legendary feats of power? Well, out of the 6 still living traitor Primarchs, 4 of them have entered real space and attacked the Imperium since the Horus Heresy. Out of those 4, 3 of them have been stopped by Grey Knights, with Fulgrim getting stopped by Rylanor's Gigachad Girth. First was Mortarion, who was attacked by a group of Grey Knights, including
His what? Hey, yo. But yeah, we remember the Rhynor thing. Didn't he put like a bomb on like Fulgrim's like chest or whatever and blew it up?
Kaldor Drago, who would go on to dominate Mortarion using his true name before carving his fallen comrade's name on Mortarion's heart and banishing him. Angron was stopped by the Grey Knight Hyperion and his brothers on Armageddon, with Hyperion even shattering Angron's sword. Magnus would be banished after getting cut with Logan's Khorne axe and then banished by a Grey Knight ritual. Without the Grey Knights, there's a good chance that Mortarion would have sundered a massive chunk of the galaxy, Armageddon would have fallen to Angron, and Ferris would have been destroyed by Magnus. The idea of a simple Space Marine being able to beat a Primarch was totally unheard of during the Horus Heresy. Even Sigismund, the greatest Space Marine warrior to ever live, could only momentarily hold his own against Fulgrim before Rogal Dorn had to step in. Whereas these Grey Knights are eating the Primarchs for breakfast. Well, maybe not as easy as breakfast. A shitload of Grey Knights die with every effort to banish demon Primarchs, but you know what I mean. Grey Knights are also able to combine and multiply their power. If a single Grey Knight could take on 3 Space Marines, 10 Grey Knights could probably be able to take on 50. They become greater than the sum of their parts when they—
That's cool and all, yo, but I'm gonna keep it real for what it is, bro. I got Vulcan wiping out the entire Grey Knight's crew in one fellow swoop.
work together. On top of that, Kaldor Drago and Hyperion are easily considered to be 2 of the most powerful
Yo, I got Vulcan really doing damage to these dudes, bro. No lie.
in the galaxy at this point, both almost unmatched in prowess and feats, and both of whom happen to be Grey Knights. So yes, a Grey Knight is significantly more powerful than a Chaos or even a normal Astartes. There are still a few select Space Marines who can body Grey Knights, but they are few and far between. But what about Primaris Marines? Do the Grey Knights still body them? After all, as far as I know, the Grey Knights do not use Primaris Marines in their ranks. Well, whilst the Primaris does get a small strength, intelligence, and speed boost over Firstborn Marines, all the original points still stand. I personally would like to see Primaris Grey Knights, not for lore reasons, but so I don't get secondhand embarrassment every time I see a Grey Knight model. It's so annoying that their artwork and lore is so fucking awesome.
Ooh, yeah. These models look a little bulky. Why they build like Nintendo 64 cartridges, yo? Oh my goodness, look at them. Ooh, look at them. Ooh, what? They so bulky and just built nasty.
But their models are literally aids. I feel like I need to do something about it. But what of the Custodes? Are the Grey Knights a match for them? After all, there are quite a few similarities. Well, it's a little complicated. However, in a straight up fight, a Custodian should be able to kill a Grey Knight relatively easily.
I hope so.
Custodes are naturally resistant to psychic powers, almost like they have a subtle but effective null aura. They are also significantly faster and stronger than a Grey Knight with better gear. If you think Logan was fast with his killing of the Grand Master, a Custodes would be so far beyond that. Against heretics and demons, it's a bit closer. Custodes cut through Chaos Space Marines and demons like Sashimi, however they do tend to struggle against demon princes and greater demons, as they don't have rituals or the psychic ability needed to banish such foes. So whilst the Custodes would be greater in martial battle against the forces of hell, the Grey Knights are more specialized, and would be the ones to send the raid bosses back to the warp. So overall, a Grey Knight is very powerful, significantly more powerful than a standard Space Marine due to their better gear, psychic powers, better training.
But I knew this though. Like I knew this. I don't know like why. I don't know how and why I knew this, but I knew that. I think that was just easily
more strict recruitment process.
Bro, like if you got the Emperor, bro, personally calling up your line to handle things, bro, then.
And higher quality gene seed. However, despite this, they still fall short of the legendary Custodian Guard. If you enjoyed the video,
shout out to our boy Majorkill, man, for this video, man. Hopefully you guys enjoy my reaction to this one. This was like a little shorter video. I know a lot of you guys actually want longer videos, which is, you know, really surprising. But thank y'all so much, man, for watching the video, man. Also, man, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel if you guys you know, are not subscribed. You know, that'll actually make my day. Other than that, man, like I said, IRS, you know, your boy just filed for bankruptcy the other day, so I don't want no problems. Other than that, man, make sure you guys go follow up my Twitch, because I'm going live on the 23rd on Twitch with a face cam, and we're playing GTA 5, one of my favorite games of all time. And I'm gonna see y'all that next time out. Bye, everyone.